So first, the characters. How many characters are out there? Okay, so it's 3,500 in everyday use. That means if you master 3,800, you can write articles. You can publish your novel in Chinese. Okay. And the second, because the good news is now we use computer to type Chinese. So it's not that hard than before, much easier than before. Because for you, for 1 week, only 1 week, you get characters, right? It's a big achievement. Okay, big achievement. Okay, then continue. So in this class, we focus write Chinese characters on the computer. So we focus on the use of pinyin. So that's why pinyin is so important. You need to know initial, final in order to get the characters. So it's also a good way to reinforce your knowledge of pinyin. Because each time when you want to get characters, you have to know the pinyin, how to pronounce that character, right? Other than that, you cannot get it. So that's a good way. I think it's a win-win situation. So when you get characters, at the same time, you practice your pinyin. We have already introduced you how to install your computer, prepare your computer. Okay, so in order to type Chinese characters. And here, maybe you heard before. So far currently, there are two versions of Chinese characters. One is simplified Chinese characters. The other is traditional Chinese characters. So what's the difference between them? So let's look at it here. Okay, so first the paragraph. Okay, so could you read the first paragraph for us? You.
Yeah, the earliest writings in Chinese were pictures carved in oracle bones known as pictographs.
Yeah, so you are right. Looks like pictures. Okay. Okay, second, okay, we tell you the history. Okay. You do it.
In 1950s and 60s, China went through the language reform movement and 2,000 characters were simplified. These are known as simplified characters as opposed to complex characters, also known as traditional form.
Yeah, so now, in this class, we will teach you simplified characters, much easier than traditional ones. Okay, so why? Because now, mainland China, where do people use simplified characters? Mainland China, okay, now Hong Kong, because Hong Kong now return to China, so Hong Kong now starts to use simplified characters and learn Mandarin, because the people there used to speak Cantonese, okay, and so where do people use traditional characters? Mainly in Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan, okay. So some overseas area, like now here. If you read a Chinese newspaper in Boston area, so you can view two versions. Okay, some, like if some newspaper, it's the owner is from mainland China, they use simplified Chinese characters, okay? If the owner is from Taiwan, they use traditional characters. So if you, in the future, if your purpose, okay, it's go to mainland China to travel, to do some business, so it's better for you to learn simplified characters. So that's why we now teach you simplified characters, okay? Okay, now, so look at here, okay? So we mentioned the characters originally, okay, from pictures, so you can tell, okay, so it looks like what? Sun, yeah, so now the characters looks like this, okay, and this one, what's that? Moon, right? They just draw a moon, okay, and eventually, now we have a character looks like this, moon, and this one, mountain. Okay, so now it's this. And this one, just draw a picture, water, okay? And this, just bird, okay? So that's why we call that, okay, pictograph. Pictograph. Okay, looks like originally it was the truth. Okay, ancient people just draws Chinese people draw the objects as pictures. So now, but they're not pictures anymore now. How should we master them? So now, each character consists of some strokes. We call that stroke. Okay. So now, everyone, could you please take out a piece of paper or just use your notebook? We will try to practice the strokes. Okay, basic strokes. So we have 8 basic strokes. Okay. So first one we call that dot. Okay. You need to follow my direction. Okay. So dot is like this. You just write down. Follow me like this. We call that dot. Okay. And then we have horizontal. Okay. So from left to right, it's a horizontal, okay? And then we have vertical, from top to bottom. So you can see that, okay? And then we have downward left. Look at here, downward left, downward left, downward left. And we also, another one is a downward right. It's just like this, okay? So if we write this character means person, people, okay? Pronunciation is 人, everyone? 人. So downward left, downward right. Then you form a character. The meaning is people, person. Pronunciation is 人. Then we continue. We have upward, okay? So upward, like this, okay? It's not dot. Okay, look, we say dot, it's from this direction. If we say upward, it's this. Okay. Then we have bending. Okay, bending is like this. Bend. Okay. So last one we have hook. Okay. So you have this like this. So this part is a hook. Okay. Look, this part is a hook. Okay. So in the future, when you view the characters, don't think that they are only pictures. You need to tell the stroke. So for example, you have rather learned this one. How do you pronounce it? Yeah, means you. How do you say you? How do you say you? What's that? Nobody knows. How do you say you? I remember that. Hello. How do you say hello? You good? 你. Yes. 你. Okay. So here, not a picture anymore. So this one, what's this? Stroke downward left, right? The first stroke is downward left. And this one, what's this? Everyone tell me, what's this? Yes, vertical. And this one? 对了, downward left again. How about this one? Which one? You can see it's bending, right? It's bending. And this one, what's this? Hook or vertical hook, right? And this one, downward left. This one, downward right. Understand? So now in the future, when you view the character, you need to know, oh, it's a stroke. So we write character stroke by stroke. Okay, not draw a picture, not just copy. Maybe when you copy it, you say, oh, maybe I write this one, which one, like this, No, this one should be 2 days. OK，好。